I'm going to be presenting the introduction for this exercise programming project. I will begin with my client's former exercise experience. So, the client I decided to choose, she is a 21-year-old female athlete who plays college soccer at the University of Western Illinois. So, my client's general exercise history focuses on building overall athleticism. As a soccer player with a long history of playing competitive soccer since she was a little girl, she typically has a well rounded exercise. As like I mentioned, she is a part of the women's soccer program at Western Illinois University, which is a D1 university. Most of the time, they focus a lot on resistance training and strength training. So during the off season in the summer, she runs 4 times a week and then she lifts 3 times a week. Also, she focuses on a summer packet from her soccer program that typically includes a combination of exercises that help maintain fitness and enhance skills. Also, playing at the college level, she typically has an extensive exercise history, which maintains helps her maintain peak fitness while competing at a high level. Some of those exercises consist of weightlifting, plyometrics, and speed drills. A big exercise that a lot of athletes, including myself, that we focus on is just injury prevention. Playing at the college level, any sport, the last thing you want to do is get injured. So we do focus a lot on just flexibility and mobility within our joints, muscles, everything like that, in order to just prevent any injuries going on. So, the goal of the package for usually athletes or herself is just to provide a well organized framework so she can stay physically fit and develop abilities and be ready for her upcoming season. Um, and so, what is the SMART goal exactly that I detailed for this client? So, the SMART goal I detailed for my client was to perform 30 consecutive push ups in 10 weeks without taking any breaks. This to measure the clients, we are going to track the number of push-ups that she performed each week. Also, in order to achieve the goal, the push-up volume must gradually increase each week to enhance strength and stamina. And then by gaining more push-ups, it could be relevant to reaching the main goal because it helps strengthen total upper body and fitness objectives. And then lastly, the time bound to achieve the goal is within 10 weeks. So, based upon the goal that I have chosen for my client, I decided that she will begin in phase three of the ACE Fit module. Um, in the ACE Fit module, load and resistance training aims to increase strength and muscle development through exercises that use external resistance, such as weights or resistance bands. And so, like as a soccer player, you can concentrate on developing the upper body strength and muscular endurance needed to perform 30 consecutive push ups by combining resistance training. Performing 30 consecutive push ups requires a lot of stability movement. However, it requires to have a significant level of strength and muscular endurance. While resistance training is more important for the specific objective of performing a large number of successive push ups, stability and mobility training are still crucial for general fitness and athletic performance. And this is the reason why I believe that my client should be starting in phase three based upon her fitness experience and her being a college soccer player. So this is where I believed she would stand on the ACE Fit module. And this is the PARQ form that I had my client fill out before anything else. As you can tell, she was able to put no for everything, which is a good thing. As we scroll down, we made sure for her to have her signature, her name, and as the witness, myself here with the date itself. And this is the PARQ form. Today, we are going to start with our generic warm-up routine for the upper body mobility. My client will be performing arm circles, standing straight, armed out to the sides, with her feet shoulder width apart, making little circles with her arms, and then progressively enlarging them, making 10 circles forward and 10 circles backwards. The second exercise my client will be performing for her generic warm-up routine will be shoulder rolls. She will place her feet hip width apart and stand tall. She is going to roll her shoulders in a circular manner, 10 times forward and 10 times backwards. As we continue with the generic warm-up exercises, she will begin by doing arm swings, which she will extend her arms out to the sides parallel to the ground, swing the arms forward and backwards, and perform 10 swings in each direction. As we continue, we will be performing the cat-cow stretch, which is a yoga pose that helps to improve flexibility and mobility in the spine while also engaging the core muscles. She will start with her hands and knees and directly under her shoulders with her knees hip width apart. That is a starting position. Then she will begin with inhaling deeply and exhaling out. She will hold the cat pose for a few seconds while maintaining. As she continues for the cow pose, she is going to make sure to slowly lower her belly towards the floor, lift her head and chest up, allowing her back to gently arch in the opposite direction, keeping her shoulder. As we continue with the shoulder taps, it is an exercise that targets the core muscles while also engaging the shoulders and stabilizing the muscles. She is going to start in a high plank position directly under the shoulders of her body, straight line from head to heels, as she is going to begin by lifting her left hand off the ground and reaching across her body to tap her right shoulder, making sure her hips and torso are still as possible, minimizing any twisting or swing. As we continue with our generic warm-up exercise, we are going to perform a push-up preparation, which she is going to set herself on a high plank with her arms straight, pushing her upper back towards the ceiling and lowering it to the floor, requiring her to extend and retract her shoulder blades, performing 10 reps. As we begin to start the exercises from the workout plan, we are going to start with the standing military press, which she is going to stand with her feet shoulder width apart and start by holding a barbell at shoulder level with a grip slightly wider than shoulder width apart. And we are going to as she continues to press the barbell overhead by extending her arms, pushing the weight straight up while maintaining control and stability. As we continue with the next exercise, she is going to start by doing a concentration curls, which is going to be one set of 10 reps. She's going to start by sitting on a bench with her feet flat on the floor. She's going to hold a dumbbell in one hand and the other hand between her legs. She's going to extend her arm fully so that the dumbbell is hanging straight down. Her palm should be facing inwards and her elbow should be slightly bent, while she keeps her upper arm stationary against her inner thigh. Exhale and curl the dumbbell upwards towards her shoulder, ensuring that the wrist is in a neutral position, avoiding any excessive. As we continue with the next exercise, she's going to be performing a decline dumbbell chest press, which is going to be one set of 8 reps. We're going to start by positioning an incline bench at a decline of around 40 to 45 degrees. She's going to make sure to hold the dumbbells with an overhand grip. Her hands should be slightly wider than shoulder width apart. We're going to begin the exercise by lowering the dumbbells to the side of her chest in a controlled manner, keeping her elbow at a 45-degree angle. And for our last exercise, she is going to be performing proper push-up form, which is going to be one set of 7 reps. We are going to begin by placing her hands slightly wider than shoulder width apart on the mat, fingers pointing forward. We're going to make sure we extend the legs straight behind and resting on the ball of her feet. To engage the core muscles, we're going to start by tightening the abdominal and gluteal muscles. Begin lowering the body towards the floor while maintaining a straight line from head to heels. You want to make sure to keep the elbows at a 45-degree angle to the body. Lower yourself until the chest is above or slightly touching to the ground. As she begins to lift herself, she is going to push through the palms, engaging the chest, triceps, and shoulder muscles to raise the body back to the starting position, ensuring that the body remains aligned in a straight line from head to heels.